Taylor has $20 left every month after she pays her bills. She decides to put that money into an account earning 1.75% APR at the end of each month. How much will she have in 5 years if she continues to save $20 per month? So that $20 that she has, that she plans to deposit, is going to be her payment. And the first thing I'm looking at is which formula should I use for this problem? And I see that she's saving and she's putting the money into an account. So it's some kind of account where she's going to be building her account over time, not paying off a loan. And so she's saving, and it's $20 each month, not one big chunk at the start. So that tells me that I need to use annuities. So this is going to be the annuities formula. So I also know that I have her payment, and I want to know how much she will have in a certain amount of time if she makes that payment over and over. So that tells me that I want the annuities formula that is solved for the future value and uses the payment on the right-hand side. And so let's take a quick look at your formula sheet. And here's Blackboard. I'm just going to show you real quick how to get to that formula sheet if you haven't found it already. You go to Coursework and Videos, and then Unit 1, and scroll down, and I see the Unit 1 review. Click on that, and slide down. You can see the Chapter 9 formula sheet, and if you click there, it will download it, and then when it's done downloading, you can click on the bottom left and open it up. So on this formula sheet, I am looking for annuities formulas, and I see I have one here. This one is the future value, solve for the future value, and it has the payment on the right. That's the formula I need. So I'm just going to snip it real quick because I want to have it there for us to use. And so there's that formula for us, and we can just start plugging in some values. I know if we have 5 years, that's going to be the T equals 5, and this is going to be my rate, the 1.75%, and I need an N. If it's per month, that tells me the N is 12, and the payment I already identified as $20, and the 20, and then I want to know how much she has, which is the future value. So I'm ready to plug some things into this formula. So I'll just put it way over to the left so that I have plenty of space. So FV equals my payment is $20, big square brackets, 1 plus, my rate is 0.0175, or you can do 1.75 with the percent key on your calculator, and my N is 12, raised to the 12 times 5, and then subtract off a 1. And then my R is 0.0175 over 12. I know that 12 times 5, I'm going to need that in my problem, so I can multiply it, and I get 60. And I know I'm going to need that 1.0175 divided by 12, two different places, so 0.0175 divided by 12, and I get, I'll store it in A, and it is 0.001453, repeating. So I'll store that in A, and that I'll use instead of this fraction and this fraction here. So now I'm ready to do some calculating. I think I will work the numerator first because I already have the denominator stored in a bin. So I'll take inside the parentheses 1 plus my A. The A is sitting there on my calculator, so I'll just say plus 1, and I get 1.001453 repeating. And then I have to do this exponent next. Right here, the 60, so I'll do to the 60 equals, and then I have to, for this numerator, the last thing I have to do is subtract a 1, minus 1, and so I'll rewrite, I have 20 times 0.09137, and it goes on, divided by what's in A, I'm getting close. So I divide by recall A equals, I get 62.6555, and then that number gets multiplied by 20, so times 20 equals, and I have a future value of $1,253.11. So I think that Taylor is going to have that amount of money, and we weren't asked, but I'm always curious about what if she doesn't deposit the money and she just saves it up in an envelope or something in her house. How much money would she have then? And to find that, remember, you take the payment times n times t, which is the number of payments that she will make. So how much she's saving times how many payments she'll make, and that's going to give you 20 times 60, because I already did the NT right here. So 20 times 60, and that would be $1,200. So she's earning $53.11 by choosing to deposit her money in an account with 1.75%.